there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
32.
On 2nd and 12, Stafford throwing deep for Galladay. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory.
That's a big-time pitching catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle. But collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
Flushed out right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From the end zone, Newton got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. 3rd and 2, Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
After the run, now Stafford going to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Stafford. That's complete, right around the 8. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the 1st down marker. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 40.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Rico Gafford, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Prater for the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded near the back of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it, and you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone, and that's exactly why he did.
Stand 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Detroit. Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdown passes in this first quarter. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Extra point good by Prater, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
This one complete to Tanyan underneath. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
At the 15.
Looking deep for Adams. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 32. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. After one, 17-7 is our score.
Packers 7.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. The shotgun snap for Stafford. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
13-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
1st down, Packers.
Newton now to throw. He'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Powering his way forward. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, here's Newton. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 15-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the 1st half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Newton. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Lions 17, Packers 14.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 1st downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 33. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On 1st down, it's Stafford. Throwing middle, and it's complete. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again, Stafford. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Again, it's Stafford. Flush to his right. He may try and that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. And the Lions add on to their lead.
I thought that was a nice job there of feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. A shotgun snap for Newton. Looking deep for Adams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Will Harris. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. After the run, Newton going to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Give him 6 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
And it's third.
Operating from the gun. Newton, he'll drop this down to Williams. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Packers are back within a score.
And that's something we saw often last year. Aaron Jones finding his way into the end zone with a rushing touchdown. Had his best season on the ground in his young career. First time he was over 1,000 yards, and he tied Christian McCaffrey for the most rushing touchdowns in the league with 16. Green Bay had a balanced offense and a big-time record last year.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this. And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. He just joined the double-digit party with that last pick. He now has 10 on the season.
And that takes a great amount of skill, study, a tad bit of luck. But bottom line, he's had a heck of a season.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Newton. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On first down, it's Jones. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On second and 9, Newton. Now they go screen. It's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. This is caught, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Packers have taken the lead. Crosby with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
5-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford, he'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Jones with a nice gain there on first down as he takes his forward and call it a pickup of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. From the gun, Newton got a man, and he hits him in stride. Call it a pickup of 7, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Packers 28, Lions 24.
The Packers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 19. Back to throw, Newton. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
4th and goal.
No move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. And Newton's going to keep it. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, but now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this 4th quarter deficit. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down. Operating from the gun. Stafford, that's into the hands of Gafford, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Stafford. The pass complete to Hakeem Butler. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
On the pickup. It's 2nd.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Gets it quickly to Galladay. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Back to throw. Open man is Galladay, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Here we go.
This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Stafford going to give it to Swift. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Rico Gafford, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down. This defense making some plays right now, aren't they?
And they look like a group that really locked in before this series started. Read their scouting reports, got back to reading their keys, and playing with excellent leverage up front.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on fourth. Stafford. And it's caught. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll put it out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking two plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. The left side completion to Jones. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Out of bounds at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Detroit, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Packers, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles David.
Another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Hey, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to picking me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want to go